Good morning, my love.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss. Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, all.
Hi.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Happy
bud.
New Year.
I miss you so much.
We can say it's
What are you
2022.
doing?
Miss you too.
How was your vacation? Tell me, how did you spend your vacation? Rawad, how
Miss,
did
can
you
I
spend the
ask you something?
vacation? What did you do?
Why are you saying Happy New Year and the Christmas has done?
What did you do? How did you
Captain?
spend your time? Yes, dear.
I traveled in Christmas.
Wow, did you have fun? Okay, that's great.
Miss, today we will have a new lesson.
Yes, we will have a new lesson.
Oh.
We'll wait for 2 more minutes for others to join us, and then we will start the
Galaxy.
I know
Galaxy.
lesson. Lessons about. Lessons about amphibians.
Ali Haytham Salman.
rule number 1. Rule number 1, don't chat. Don't send anything in the chat. Rule number 1, don't chat anything in the chat. Rule number 2, please write your full name. Write your full name. Who is Galaxy A70? Who is this? Who is Lana? Please write your full name, miss. Lana, please add your family name.
Me.
I will count. I will count till 5. At 5, you should all be muted. Mute yourselves. 1, 2.
Miss, can I ask you something?
Hi, Miss. Are you fine? I am Altaf Ali.
Sir, can I ask you something?
Yes, for sure. Who is this?
No.
Is this Amal or Iltaf?
I can't. Amal, I can't
Amal,
see
tell
the
me.
screen.
You can't see the screen? I still
I can't see the screen. It's all blue.
Hi, Miss.
I still didn't share anything. No, Mama. No.
Okay.
Okay. Today we will start a new lesson, but let's do a quick revision about what we took last time or in the last science class. Vertebrates, animals, are classified into 2 large groups. Ali Hamoud, what are these 2 groups? What are the 2 big groups of vertebrates? What are the 2 big groups of animals? You need to unmute yourself.
Vertebrates and invertebrates.
Invertebrates, excellent. Animals are classified into two large groups, vertebrates and invertebrates. Ali Fawaz, when do we classify an animal as a vertebrate? You need to unmute yourself, Ya Ali. When do we classify an animal as a vertebrate?
When it has a backbone, it's a vertebrate.
When it has a backbone, we call it a vertebrate. Rawat Hassan, what are another name for backbone?
What? Voice is lagging. I can't hear you very good.
What is another name for backbone? Hassan Sabra, don't send anything in the chat. What is the backbone called also? Amal.
Vertebrate?
What is the backbone called? What is another name for backbone? Jude, Rawad, Amal.
Vertebral column?
It is called the vertebral column. Excellent.
I said it.
Lovely. Animals are classified into two large groups, vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates are animals with a backbone, with a vertebral column. It's also called a spine. Invertebrates do not have a backbone. Let's start as a reminder to do some activities. I sent you a link in the chat. Answer the question. I'll count till 10. At 10 times over. Give an example of vertebrates. Name one vertebrate.
Can I say?
Press on the link and write your answer.
Miss?
Press on the
Miss,
link.
Miss,
what we
please,
do
I
and
just came in the Zoom. I just came in the Zoom. I don't know what to do.
Press on the link and answer the question. That's it.
Miss, where?
It's in
Miss,
the
the
chat.
Telling me
I'm in the link.
they are telling me give an example of vertebrates.
So write an example of vertebrates. Write one example of vertebrate.
I wrote.
1, 2,
They're all on me.
3.
I wrote, Yama.
Miss, we're gonna write the name of the
4,
animal.
5,
We're gonna write the name of
6,
vertebrates.
7, 8, 9,
Miss, I'm done.
and
Miss,
10.
Miss,
Time is over.
Miss,
Yes,
Miss, Miss.
yes, Ali.
It's not loading.
It's okay, it's okay. We're done. Don't send anything to the chat. Let's see if you wrote correct answer. So I asked you to write one example of vertebrates. Ducks are vertebrates, excellent. Birds are vertebrates, excellent.
Miss, but
Camels, cats, and fish. All of these animals have a spine, a backbone,
Yes, I wrote fish.
column, and for this reason we consider them
Miss, I wrote a camel. I wrote camel.
I'll count till 5. You should all be muted at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Vertebrates are classified into 5 groups. Yara, what are the 5 groups of vertebrates? Please don't write
Fish,
anything in the chat. Please don't write anything in the chat.
fish,
Yes, Yara. The 5 group of vertebrates are
there's fish,
fish,
birds,
birds,
mammals,
mammals. Noor, can you please help us? Fish. Yara said fish,
and
birds, mammals,
Amphibians.
amphibians. What else? What else?
Reptiles.
And reptiles. Thank you. The 5 groups of vertebrates are fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Ali Fawaz, stop writing on the screen. Iltaf, you lost 2 points now. Iltaf, you sent something in the chat, and also you writing on the screen, so you lost 2 points. Let's make a quick revision about fish. All together, you can unmute yourselves now. Where do fish live?
Underwater.
in the water. In the water.
Fish live,
In the ocean.
fish live in water.
The ocean.
What do fish
Can't live.
What do fish use to breathe?
Chicken.
How do they breathe? The
Their
job
gills
is
or
their
mouth.
gills,
Their gills or mouth.
and here is the gill opening. What do they use to move? Excellent.
And the
They
tail.
use their tails to move forward in water
To
and
breathe,
their fins to swim underwater.
they use their gills.
What covers the fish body?
This
This is or the sac. Excellent job. Why do we say that fish are oviparous animals?
because they have a
They lay eggs.
Because they reproduce by laying eggs. And why do we say that they are
Eggs.
cold-blooded? Why do we consider them as cold-blooded animals?
because when the water is high,
changes in the water.
the fish
They have
the fish
their
is
body
hot.
temperature
When
changes.
the water is
Yes, Yarawad, what's your answer?
cold.
Yes, Yarawad. Why do we
When the water is cold, the fish is cold. And when the water
Good job. Ali Fawaz, what did you say? Why do we say that fish are cold-blooded animals?
Because they don't have a fixed temperature.
They don't have a
They
fixed
don't have a fixed temperature.
Ali Fawaz, you lost a point. Why are you writing on the screen?
I didn't know I was writing. I was trying to swipe so I can see something, but then my things was on the highlighter.
Okay. Fish do not have a fixed body temperature. For this reason, we classify them as cold-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals since they don't have a fixed body temperature.
They only change their temperature when the weather is cold or hot or warm.
Their temperature changes according to the environment. Let's do this. I want to check. Yalla ya Kareem. Kareem, what is this? What is this, ya Kareem?
It's a fish.
What is this? I'm asking about this part.
Fish.
This part of the fish. What is this?
It's the tail.
It's Kareem's turn. It's Kareem's turn. Yes, ya Kareem. What is this?
It's the tail fin.
It's the tail fin. Excellent. This is the tail fin. What about this guy?
Miss,
I will
is
count
moving.
at 5. You should all be muted. 1,
I'm muted.
2, 3, 4, and 5. Noor Aude, which part of the fish is this?
Miss,
Noor, which part of the fish is this?
This is the fin.
This is the fin.
Miss, sorry, we had the problem in connection.
It's okay, dear. It's okay. Welcome, Talia. What about
Okay.
this?
Yeah.
Covers the fish body. Talia, do you want to try? Talia, do you want to try? What covers the fish body? If no, I will let someone else help you with this. What covers the fish body?
Miss, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
What covers the fish body?
White, red and white.
What is the fish covered with?
Miss, can I say it?
Yalla, yalla.
Disconnected scales.
Disconnected scales. Fish are covered with disconnected or detached scales. Iltaf, what are these?
Miss,
Fish use these two to move. What are these, Iltaf?
Fins.
These are fins. Excellent. What about this, Yamari? This opening, what is it called? Mary?
me. Can I say it?
Amal? What is this?
Yes, Miss.
Which part of the fish is this?
Gills.
It's the gill opening. It's the gill opening. The water goes.
Miss,
Yes, Mary.
I don't say it because I'm mute. Oh, I see.
It's okay. It's okay. You'll have another chance to answer. The fish takes in water by its mouth. So the water goes in the fish mouth, and it leaves the fish body through the gill opening. In this time, the job of the gills is to take oxygen from water before water leaves the fish body. Okay? Again, this is the tail fin. It helps the fish swim or move forward in water. The fish uses its fin to swim in the water. Fish bodies are covered with disconnected or detached scales. To breathe, fish use their gills. Water goes inside the fish body through their mouth, and it leaves their body through the gills opening. In this time, the gills found right here under this, take in or absorb oxygen from water to help the fish swim, to help the fish breathe. Sorry. The second group of vertebrates that we're going to talk about is, what is it? What are we going to talk about today?
Mama.
No.
Frog.
Amphibians.
Amphibian. Bravo, ya Nancy. Amphibian. We're going to talk about amphibians like, yalla mute. 1, 2, الطاف mute. 3 4 mute, mute, mute. Who still didn't mute himself? Okay. Amphibians. Amphibians such as frogs, toads, caecilians, and salamanders. Frogs are amphibians. Toads are amphibians. Caecilians are amphibians. Caecilians look like worms, but they have a vertebral column. For this reason, we consider them as vertebrates. And to be more specific, they are.
Do we have to describe the skin?
And salamanders. Frogs,
That's fine.
amphibians, and salamanders are amphibians. Nancy, mute yourself. Look at the frog's skin. Look at the newt's skin and at the salamander's skin. Newts are kinds of salamanders. Look at their skins. Do they have scales? Do they have hair? How is their skin? You can unmute yourself now. How is the amphibian's skin? How is it?
Miss, I know it.
So describe it in one word. How is the skin of amphibian?
Miss,
Shiny and slimy skin.
Miss, it is moisty.
It's moisty, صح? It's moist, that's right. So it's moist. It's slimy.
It has shiny, slimy skin.
Shiny, that's right. It's like sticky skin, shiny, slimy. Amphibians look like not wearing anything. They look like naked animals. So we say that
Miss,
the skin of amphibians is shiny, slimy, moist. Okay?
Skin.
Take a look right here. This is the frog's life cycle. What are these?
eggs.
These are eggs. Amphibians are oviparous or viviparous? Oviparous or oviparous. Frogs or amphibians are oviparous animals. They lay eggs. Nancy, mute.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mute. Nancy, mute. Thank you. Frogs lay eggs, so they are oviparous animals. Out of these eggs come tadpoles. Tadpoles are baby frogs. And these are the adult frogs or big frogs. Tadpoles live in water only. Tadpoles cannot leave the water. They cannot live outside the water. So they have fins to move and gills to breathe underwater. These tadpoles have fins to move and gills to breathe, like fish. Tadpoles are the baby frogs that use their fins to move and gills to breathe. Big frogs do not have fins anymore to move. They have legs. They use their 4 legs to move. And they breathe with their lungs and skin. They use their small lungs and their moist skin to breathe. Amphibians are called amphibians because they have 2 lives, in water and on land. In water when they are tadpoles, when they are babies, and again, tadpoles use their fins to swim and their gills to breathe. But big frogs, adult frogs, use their legs to move and their lungs and skin to breathe. So they are different. They change a lot. What do we know now about amphibians? Look, here is a blue frog, blue Sicilian, salamander, a toad, another salamander. All of these animals are amphibians. Why do we consider them as amphibians? Because they have a moist, slimy, shiny skin. They are oviparous, they lay eggs. Their babies, their tadpoles live in water only, but the big ones, the adult ones, live in water and on land. Tadpoles, since tadpoles live in water only, so they need gills to breathe. But big amphibians, adult amphibians, use their lungs and skin to breathe. What do you think? Are amphibians cold-blooded or warm-blooded? Cold-blooded or warm-blooded? Cold-blooded.
Warm-blooded.
Warm-blooded.
Cold-blooded. Excellent job.
Cold-blooded.
Miss Fatin, I can't hear you.
Warm-blooded.
Cold-blooded. Raise your voices. I cannot hear
Miss
you.
Fatin,
Are amphibians cold-blooded or warm-blooded?
Cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. Amphibians are cold-blooded because they don't have a fixed body temperature like us. They don't have a fixed body temperature like us.
We are cold-blooded.
Miss Fatin,
It's okay,
I can't
Emma.
hear you.
Try to focus. If you still can't hear me, you can watch the video later on. I will upload it on the app. We are warm-blooded since we have a fixed body temperature. But fish and amphibians, are they warm-blooded or cold-blooded?
Cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. Excellent job.
Cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. So, Talia, Rawat, Ali Fawaz, Jude, Noor, you are warm-blooded since you have a fixed body temperature. All of us, we have a body temperature of 37 degrees. What is the degree right here?
10 degrees.
It's 37. It is always and should be always 37. But fish and amphibians do not have a fixed body temperature. They don't have a fixed body temperature. Their temperature changes according to the environment. For this reason, we consider them as cold-blooded animals and not warm-blooded. Yalla, let's continue. Here is the salamander. The salamander is also an amphibian. Salamanders belong to the amphibian.
Oh my God.
Look at this baby salamander and at the adult salamander. Do they look the same?
no,
No.
No. How do baby salamanders
no.
breathe? How do larvae breathe? How do tadpoles of salamanders breathe? What do they use to breathe?
Gills, but
Gills to breathe.
body.
Gills to breathe. Excellent. And what do they use to swim?
Fins.
They use their
Fins.
swim. What about big
Fin.
salamanders? Adult salamanders. What do they use to breathe?
Their nose.
Do they
Their nose.
No. What do they use to breathe?
Mouth.
The
Nose.
mouth.
What did we say about mouth? What do amphibians use to breathe?
Gills.
No.
Gills and skin.
What?
Lungs and skin. Gills.
Talia, lungs and skin. Amazing job.
Miss, I left because my mom
They
was calling me, okay?
use the
Yes, I'm the lungs and skin.
and what do they use to move?
Their legs.
Legs and their head.
This means that salamanders, look, the baby salamander does not look like the adult salamander. This means that they change a lot. During their life cycle, they change a lot. And this change is called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is the change that some animals go through during their life cycle. Amphibians go through metamorphosis since baby amphibians do not look like big amphibians. They change a lot. Yalla mute. Watch a video. We will watch a video showing frogs metamorphosis. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will start the video. This video shows frogs metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is the change that some animals go through during their lives. Look, here is the tadpole.
Miss?
Mute. Mute, please. Mute. This tadpole changes a lot. And then it becomes a beautiful adult frog. We will watch this one more time.
Miss?
Tadpole. Please mute. The tadpole changes a lot. When the tadpole is still young and in water, it uses its gills to breathe and fins to move. Adult frogs use skin and lungs to breathe. The baby frog is different than the adult, the big frog. This is the lesson. I will just tell you one more information about salamanders. Salamanders, when they lose their tail or their limb, their leg, they can grow a new one. Okay, here, when we cut the salamander's leg, it can grow a new one.
It grows back. So don't be too scared. First, wound healing. If you see that wound heal, now we're watching what this can do that we cannot do. Cells are streaming out of the surrounding tissues into the area of the wound and forming what we call a blastema, which is a group of undifferentiated cells that are in fact really just like stem cells. And they're multicolored because they come from skin, from muscle, and even from cartilage. And these have a miraculous memory of what they used to be and are able to form a perfectly functional limb.
So again, salamanders, to distract their predators when they feel in danger, they let go their tail, they cut their tail, and they can grow a new tail. And even when they cut a leg, they can grow a new leg. Okay? This is all about amphibians. We still have 5 minutes to solve a question. We still have 5 minutes to solve a question.
Miss?
Yes, Rawat.
Miss? Can I show you something?
Yes, for sure.
I got a big frog.
I can't see your picture, so you need to tell me.
Yeah, I got a baby frog.
Wow.
Miss?
How amazing is this?
Miss?
Great. Yes.
Miss, that's not a frog. That's a turtle. That's a turtle.
Forgot.
This is a turtle.
Turtle, it's something yani, so different. Turtles are not amphibians. Turtles are not amphibians.
Yes.
I will show you another. I will show you a cute video.
Turtles are reptiles.
Turtles are reptiles. Excellent, ya Ali. Bravo. Look at this frog. Mute.
Miss, I can't hear you.
Mass recognition is mass
Please mute. Mute. Mute.
I have a bad connection. We can't hear you.
Mute.
Miss, actually, turtles are very fast. People say that they are slow, but they are very fast
Can
actually.
please mute yourself?
They're fast in water.
1, 2,
They're fast in water.
3, 4, and 5. We will compare the fish group to the amphibians group, and I said please don't send anything in the chat. We will compare and contrast fish group and amphibians group. يلا يا حسن صبرا. حسن. حسن. What do fish and amphibians have in common?
Yes.
What do they have in common? How are they the same?
They have the same cold blood.
What ya Hassan? What did you say?
They have the same cold blood. The same temperature.
I still didn't hear you. Can you please raise your voice? Fish and amphibians have?
Same cold blood. The same.
Same what?
Miss, can I answer?
Yalla ya Nancy. How are fish and amphibians?
They both lay eggs.
They both lay eggs. Excellent. They both lay eggs. Bravo ya Nancy. Something else.
Miss?
Yalla ya Aline.
Okay.
Yalla ya Aline. How are fish and amphibians similar? What can you
Yes.
describe?
Fish, they have disconnected scales.
We're talking about similarities. How they are the same. What do they share? Lana, help us with this.
Yes.
Mary, can you please mute yourself? Mary? Mute ya Mary. Yes,
Oh, Miss?
yes, Aline. They are both what?
Miss?
Yes, Lana. Fish and amphibians are? Mary, please mute.
They both swim in the pool, the beach.
But let's talk about body features, about things that we learned.
They both are people. They both use their gills.
When we're talking about adult amphibians, big amphibians. Adult amphibians. Adult amphibians don't use their gills or their fins. So I will write it. They are both vertebrates. Aren't they? Fish and amphibians are vertebrates. They are both what?
Yes.
All of you. They are both cold-blooded. Pay attention. When we want to write something right here, we should write the same idea. Let's imagine. Let's say we said here they have disconnected scales.
Disconnected scales.
In this side, we should write they have moist skin.
They have both moist